Hello. As promised, this is a series, just a few videos of some of the things that I've been told when I've asked the question, have you had lessons before? So, the first one, I can use his name, is a guy called Win. Win is 6'3", 6'4", maybe, about 20 stone. Came to the door, came in for his first lesson. Everything went great, as it usually does. Comes to the second lesson, and I said to him, have you had lessons before? We usually do that just to get some idea of if you've had tuition before. We've got a good idea of what you've done in the past, and also allows us to maximise what we do from our end, and also put right any problems should there be any. So I turned around and said, have you had any lessons before? And all of a sudden, the atmosphere changed quickly, and he didn't answer me. So I thought, okay, just quiet, just get on with it, right? So I did. Anyway, 3 weeks later, Wynn turned around to me and he said, that was really rude of me, Mike. And I explained to him why I was asking the question. And I said, so what happened? Why did you stop? And he said, oh, I smacked him. So I said, smacked him? He said, yeah, I hit him. So I'm thinking, okay. And this was one very large guy. So he turned around and said, I'll tell you the story. And what had happened was, he'd had lessons for just over 3 years. The tutor had said to him that he needs 2 lessons a week. And lessons at the time, our lessons were £14. Surprisingly enough, this guy's lessons were also £14. So this is £28 a week. And it was week in, week out, week in, week out. So if you start doing the maths, that's like a considerable amount of money. So it does no more than turn around, and I said to him, like, what is it you actually want to play? Like, sort of, in the first instance, he said, I'd love to play Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses. He said, I have tried it in the past with my previous tutor. So I said, okay. And the intro to it, at most, is 2 weeks' work here, at most. They'd been on it for 3 months there. And I said, okay. So thought, don't make any comments other than that. So we did no more than say, and I said, so what actually happened? And he said, right, so I'm having these lessons and I think something's wrong, but I can't put my finger on it. So my mum lives over in Parkgate. So I said, okay. So he goes over there and literally just went in, because the front door was open, went in through the front door, bounded up the stairs, and he turned around, and I could hear this voice behind him. He said he could hear this voice behind him shouting something, but he couldn't hear what it was. Went in through the bathroom door to go to the toilet, and all of a sudden there was a load of expletives and swearing from behind the door. And this is 3 years in, 2 lessons a week, okay, plus. Guess who the plumber was who was putting in his mum's bathroom suite? Which is one of the reasons why, if you go to a tutor, I've put a post up saying that check out if they're full time and so on. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for competition, all right? I think it's great, and we should have competition, but you need to know that if you're investing time and money, that you're going to somebody who's also investing their time and their effort in you. Okay. Unfortunately, at the moment, the way things are with furlough schemes and things like that, you will get a lot of people who will do a few lessons through, should we say, on the side. We can't afford to get this wrong. We have to be as good as we possibly can for that reason. If we're not, we don't exist. So the upshot of the story was, I said to Win, so what happened? He said, he stood up, I hit him, I went downstairs, went into my mum's front room, he came down the stairs, and he literally, the plumber, turned around and said, if you don't say anything to anybody, I'll stop teaching you, I'll give some of your money back, and we'll leave it there. And he said, okay. And they never crossed paths ever again. And he ended up, so I said, well, why did you end up here? And apparently we were teaching, well, we weren't, apparently we were teaching a colleague of his where he worked. And he said, give it a try. First lesson's free, right? Nothing to lose. Go and try it. And the rest is history. Wynn, by the way, now is grade 8. Great guitarist, really, really good. Lives in Southampton now. Keep in contact with him all the time. He emails us now and again to see how things are going at the studio. That's the first one. Cheers.